And what's your name, sir?
My name is Kamran Masood and I'm assisting my father with the project, Masood Hamid.
And your father is?
Dr. Masood Hamid.
And what's his involvement? Or what does he do?
He's one of the co-founders, let's just say.
Okay, excellent.
With Hafiz Bey.
With Hafiz Bey.
Hafiz Bey.
Okay.
That's the inlet.
What have we called the unit?
We're calling it the MS water filter. The MS water filter.
So this is the MS water filter, designed by?
Designed by Hafiz Shahzad and Masood Sir, Vice Chancellor of Dow University of Ilsa.
Okay. And what is the role of each point in this unit? If you just describe, I mean, if you give a typical example of what some water will, look like, and what water contains.
Number one, the chlorine would be an antimicrobial agent. It would kill all microorganisms, bacteria, parasites, etc. The sand filter is a particle filter. It will take out all the silt, any suspended particles, etc. and settle those down. The carbon filter can serve as a particle filter, but in this filter, in this machine, what we're using it for is to remove the chlorine from the water, as it is not advisable to give people water with chlorine in it to drink. And these two filters are again particle filters. They will be removing particles in the size of 0.3 micron and 0.2 micron. This also constitutes bacteria and parasites, but they'll already be dead because of the chlorine. But still, any other particles, suspended fine particles, whatever. The UV lamp again is used to kill off microorganisms, bacteria and viruses. So especially viruses, because that is the one at the end, and that's basically it.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
And the input was where?
The input's down here.
Yeah.
There are two options. You can have an electric motor that can suck water in, and in places where we don't have electricity, we have also fitted it with a handle pump. The handle comes right here, and you can move the pump. It will suck water in from a depth of about 40 feet.
Okay.
From 40 feet up to.
So it can be used to take water from a well.
From a well, yes, exactly. And if there is a overhead water tank available, then we can directly pull water in from the tank straight through here. And gravity would drive the whole system.
So there's three systems that you could use. I mean, three methods of input.
Exactly.
Achha, and the output is where?
The output is right here, but obviously this can be modified when we have all the scaffolding coming in from the side, so we'll probably give an output in the middle of it.
Okay.
And shall we start this thing?
Yeah, so...
We'll just give you a running demonstration. All these are internationally recognized processes, worldwide recognized processes. These have already been established to be effective, so there's nothing new over there.
And this is some of the water that's coming out at the other end, basically. This is what it will look like. How much can you produce as a maximum output from this sort of design?
We can produce 10,000 to 15,000 gallons per day water. That will enough for 10,000 people. And also we can maximize this plant capacity as per our demand.
And the assumption of 10,000 people, that assumes that they take how much, they use how many liters?
5 to 6 liters per person.
5 to 6 liters per person. And that estimates what consumption in terms of drinking, what consumption in terms of usage for other things?
I think internationally
2 to 3 liters for drinking. Another 2 liters for cooking purposes. That's about it. We won't count in any bathing, showering or any other stuff like that.
Okay.
It's really important to have clean drinking water and cooking.
And what sort of level of education is required by the IDPs?
Not much. I guess grade 5 is what is a common standard here. So all that needs to be done is...
A farmer also operate this system.
A farmer can also.
Because he also handle a tractor trolley or tractor machinery or Peter type diesel engines also.
You don't need rocket science. It's not rocket science.
Sure. Other things I wanted to ask you about the location of the actual the unit itself. Where would you locate it in the camp? And more importantly, not everybody will be staying in a camp at the end of the day. Where will it, once they move back to their villages or where they came from originally, where would it be located then?
The plan would be to move these filters with the people back to their particular village, and perhaps we'll need to order to make more of those because villages aren't that big a size. What the idea would be is to have a central town hall or a mosque, which is more applicable in our setup, a central mosque in in a village and just put it over there, have it installed, and have someone check up on it every 2-3 months, and have the local people use it freely.
Right.
Again, with the reserve tank, so that we have some water. They can just come up and fill. They don't need to start the whole thing up.
Okay, and I guess we come to one of our final questions, which involves the actual cost of the unit itself. And is this a unit that is being produced for profit, or is it produced out of the good will and faith?
Make that perfectly clear.
Sure.
The intentions behind this unit purely arose in the aftermath of the disaster that we've been having. Once it was realized by Hafiz Shahzad and Dr. Masood that there is a dire need for clean drinking water, they got to it, they put their minds together. Mr. Shahzad already has a background in water filtration plants, so they got together, and this was designed solely designer made for this purpose. So the idea is not to earn money off of it, and not to have any profit margin on the cost, but to just make these on a national basis as a duty to our nation. Now the cost of one unit is about roughly 1,30,000 to
1,50,000.
1,50,000. That's
without
the cost
solar panel.
of one unit that would run on electricity without a solar battery.
Sure.
We're working on the add-on of a solar battery in places where they don't have electricity. But currently, most of the places where we've actually called up ahead, most of the camps, they do have enough electricity to run a small electric pump. Because and then there are the army camps, the army bases. All these places, they do have enough electricity to run a motor.
Right. So 1,500.
100,000, 150,000.
150,000.
150,000.
150,000 Pakistani rupees.
Which is just over £1,000, basically.
Roughly,
we think.
exactly.
Roughly on the current exchange rate.
On the current exchange.
Okay, fine.
The market price of this unit. 225,000.
Okay.
Similar units.
Similar units.
Principles.
Fine. Okay.
But we are not working for money.
This is just purely a duty.
A duty to the nation.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I think that basically answers most of our questions. So I just want to say thank you very much to you for your noble effort in producing this item, and inshallah may many internally displaced victims of this flood that's taken place benefit from the design of this product. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.